Hello, my name is Samar. I also go by Sam or First Time Planner. Any of those who want to call me, you can. This will be an update for my old new Gifted Blue project. And before I get into the update, I just want to say, well, first there's of course dust flying around because I'm filming this at night because I've had a busy day. So it looks like I didn't blend my bronzer, but that's just the shadow. But anyway, I'm very excited to say that Julie, who is Caboodle Jules on YouTube, she is now doing this project. She heard that I was the only one still doing this and she joined in, and I'm so excited to have her do this project with me. I will have her intro video linked in my description box and at the end of the video, so please go check hers out because I just love her so much. And I am really excited to see like all the things she's planning. I already watched her video, but I'm excited to follow her project along. And if you enjoy watching this project from me, you'll definitely enjoy watching hers as well. So go watch her video. But basically, if you've never seen this before or you're coming from her channel, you already would have heard her say this, but this is a project that was created by Jessica Lee for Misty, who was Misty Pans, and they wanted a project that was like old and new items at the same time. So Jessica thought of the old, new, borrowed blue saying from weddings, but borrowed beauty products is a little unsanitary, especially depending on who you're borrowing them from, and gifted was a lot more sanitary and a lot more common, so she just changed the borrowed to gifted, and the rest is history. Originally this was supposed to be uploaded on the 24th every month, and it's just rolling style forever. There was no particular end date, and I have been doing this since I think January 2023. I started this about a year after the project actually started, but I'm just doing it every month again and again until I decide that I don't want to pan makeup anymore. Yeah, I'll just get into my items. So my old item is a nail polish, and this is the NYX Girls, which this brand is no longer, I don't even think NYX Girls is a thing anymore, but NYX definitely does not make nail polish for a long time. But this is the nail polish in the shade Pure Green. My goal is to finish this, and the bottle looks like gross, but I've had this since I think maybe middle school, so brace yourselves. This bottle is probably about 15 years old, and I did make a pretty decent jump since last time. So I started here and now I'm here, so I'm like almost halfway through the bottle, which I'm very excited about. I am wearing it now underneath like yellow gold glitter nail polish that's in my The Office project. So I'm just, you know, chugging along with this. I'm also wearing it on my toes without the glitter topper, so that's why I was able to make such a big jump since last time. I'm gonna keep going with this until I finish it, and if I keep making the same amount of progress, I should finish this one. I mean, that seems very hopeful considering it usually takes me like about a year to finish a nail polish, but if I keep making the same amount of progress, I should be able to finish this one in 3 to 4 months. My new item or items are my Danessa Myricks eyeshadow sticks. These are like the duos that she came out with this past year, and my goal was to use all of them, like no pen or no shadow stick left behind, I guess. And I finally met my goal today. The one that I'm wearing today is the Infinity Duo, because I was kind of just using these in numerical order just so I wouldn't forget which one I was using, but I ended with the Infinity Duo. I'm wearing like this is the only one that's both foil. All of these are metallic on one side and foil on the other side. And by the way, I don't have every single one of these. There are 2 that I did not purchase, but I own 9 out of the current 11 duos. I'm wearing the like purple foil side all over my lid, and then the blue foil on my lower lash line. And I don't know if you can tell like just how pretty this is, but the blue on my lower lash line is like, when I put my makeup on today, I could not stop staring at the blue that was just on my lower lid. It is so pretty. I do like all of these. I'm not going to like go in depth with all of these because it would take way too long, but basically I do like all of these. However, I noticed that there are a few differences here and there between each one. I mean, obviously sorry, it's kind of loud. They're like magnetic, so they keep on like, you know, bunching up together. But as I just said, the Infinity Duo is both foil sides. I did notice that the two with like the deeper metallic side, so this one is Duo 8 and then this one is Duo 10. I noticed that the metallic sides, which are both like deeper ones, they can be a little bit more difficult to use in that they're like, they can be a tiny bit patchy, but also they kind of look a little bit just meh if you just use the metallic side on their own. Like, I wouldn't use them without the foil topped on top of them. However, with Duo 1, which does have a deeper metallic, I should probably also do like a short swatching these, but Duo 1 also has a dark metallic, but I like either side on its own. Like, I feel like I could wear either side on its own or together and it would look just fine. It's just with Duos 8 and 10, I feel like I have to wear it specifically with the foil. And then for, I think it was 5, I can't remember if it was Duo 5 or 7, but it was the one where both sides are peachy. I'll like put it on the screen. Both the metallic and the foil side look very similar on the eyes, so that's just something I noticed. I might end up doing a short or something else talking about these specifically because I don't want to talk about them in depth, but I feel like I could honestly do an entire video on these. But the point for this video is that I met my goal. I used all of the sides for each of the shadow stick duos, and that is rolling out. My gifted item I do not have with me. It was I think it was the Cetaphil, or is either Cetaphil or CeraVe. It was like this mini face wash, and I went out of town and I left it there. I'll be going back at some point, hopefully within the next month, so I can get that and bring it back. But for now, that is staying in because I didn't finish it and I don't have it here with me. Then for my blue item, it was this Benefit the Professional Super Setter in just the mini size. I can't find the full size anymore, but this is no longer my favorite setting spray, so I'm okay with that. When I rolled it in, it was about halfway done already, and my goal is to finish it, which I did. I used it for the final time today. I have another one of these, so don't be surprised if I end up featuring it like the other one in this project later in the year. But for now, this is done and I have another makeup empty. But that brings me to my roll-ins for my new and blue categories, and I was kind of inspired by putting all of my Danessa Myricks eyeshadow sticks in this project, and I was going through, sorry if you heard my bones cracking. I was going through all of my eye like singles to see, because I've already used all of my palettes, no pan left behind. I wanted to see if I had like any more singles that I haven't used so far, and I realized, guys, these Dose of Colors Block Party singles, I have 10 total. One of them I've used quite a bit. It's called Caffeine Queen. It's like a medium deep brown with silver like glitter running through it. And I use that one all the time as like a one and done shadow when I'm traveling, because it's basically like the moonstone, like the Urban Decay moonstone. I think it's called Lithium, the brown with the silver glitter in it. It's basically that, but Dose of Colors did it first. But all of the others that I have, I don't think I've ever used any of these even once, which is absolutely insane because I've had these since I think like 2022, except for I think 2 of these I bought last year, like in the last Dose of Colors order that I made, or maybe that was 2024. But I still haven't used them, so I'm not going to swatch these, but I'll just open them and show you. This one is called Hot Mesh, which is basically like a purple-ish brownish one with silver sparkle. I'm doing my best to describe these. This one is Reflection, which I think this is one of the newer ones, and I don't really know how to describe this. A silverish brownish, I think, with silver sparkles. I shouldn't have even attempted to describe these. Okay, I ran out of storage again, but I'm still gonna waste time talking about these. This one is Double Take, which I think is again like another purplish brown with some maybe like purple sparkles in it. See, it's been so long that I can't even remember like what these really look like. This one is Wild and Free, which I think is a cool tone brown. Although it might be purple. It's really like not very bright in here right now, so I can't see very well. Night Sky, which is, I think this one might also be a newer one, and this one is like a almost teal blue, and these are all like shimmery, so I'm gonna stop saying that. This one is I Need Space, which is like a deep like true blue. This one is Leave Me Alone, which is a more of like emerald true green. It is so pretty. This is Olive You, which is one of the only creamy type metallics. All these others are like dry formula shimmers, but Olive You is more of a creamy formula, and as you can see, it's just an olive green, and the glitter that's in here is like a gold glitter, so it's very similar to my favorite shade in my Melt Mary Jane palette. And then this last one is Jackpot, which is pretty similar to Olive You, except it's slightly warmer. And this one is a dry formula, but it is so pretty. This is probably my favorite out of all of them, not surprising. I would actually say this one is closer to the Melt Mary Jane shade. This one is closer in formula, but this one is closer in color. So those are all 9 of my Dose of Colors singles that I have not used. And yeah, I'm definitely like, I just need to use them all by next update. And then for my blue item that I'm rolling in is another skincare product, and this is the La Roche-Posay. I think that's how you say it, I don't really know. But this is a mini of the hyaluronic acid serum, and it has blue on the packaging, which is why I'm putting it in for this prompt. There goes some more dust. I literally just like deep cleaned my apartment yesterday, so my apartment is not dirty. It just looks like it whenever I film at night. I want to roll this in because you know, I'm trying to here and there slip in mini skincare, even though I said at the beginning of the year I want to prioritize panning my full-size skincare, since I have some that was like 2 years old and like very expensive stuff too that I had not been using because last year I was panning all of my minis. However, I just finished the skincare that I had been trying to get through, and I'm starting this like the, you know, the pore like oily skin line from Tatcha, the one in like the seafoam colored packaging. I'm now moving on to a set that I got from that line, but I don't want everything to be like completely stripping my skin of moisture, so I wanted to add in a hyaluronic acid serum, and I figured this one would be the perfect little mini, and of course my goal is to finish that. But that is all for this update. Again, go watch Julie's video if you haven't seen hers, but I will see you in my next video, and until then I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.